Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Trinity Preparatory School final orchestra concert. This is what we have been looking forward to all these months. We had a beautiful fall concert. Imagine, we had a wonderful trip to New York with our top ensemble. We got to go to Juilliard. We got to go to Manhattan School of Music, Carnegie Hall. We got a fabulous lesson coaching with my teacher, Mark Shapiro, incredible conductor, faculty at Juilliard. We visited 2 retirement homes serving our community. We played the Harry Potter show. That was one of my highlights during this year. And it was just fabulous. What else did we do? A beautiful fall concert, spring chamber music concert in which our top groups formed small ensembles and were able to explore quartets, quintets, and so on. Universal, thank you so much. Our Universal Studios trip, fabulous concert with combined honors advance, chamber, our band and percussion. So it was a full ensemble and of course have fun at the park afterwards. So personally, I feel very, very, very fulfilled. I think many things happened, many things that were put as goals were actually fulfilled. So I'm really proud of the work that we're doing here at Trinity. I'm looking forward to next year. Music from video games. So if you ever play Mario, Super Mario, Minecraft, Tetris, well, actually, some of the most beautiful music ever written is for video games. Nowadays, they're winning Oscars. They're winning Grammys. So you can imagine how much work is put into these video game soundtracks. I'm not encouraging our kids to play video games by any means, but we're exploring the music behind these video games. So I highly encourage you to come join us. It's going to be at the end of October, outside of the quad, with a big inflatable screen projecting images from the video games and playing in front, of course, the music. And if the weather is bad, we have the auditorium for us. So I'm looking forward for that. And next year, planning a beautiful, wonderful trip to Disney, our Imagination campus, in which students learn to sight read. We record music from Disney, and we actually put our sound into the clip of a movie, a Disney movie. I think last year was Moana, for example. So next year, we'll see what we end up doing. But I'm so looking forward for next year. Okay, time to welcome our young artists. The first ensemble is our beginner orchestra, and we started practicing back in August. They showed tremendous progress, the fall concert, and imagine now in the spring concert. I couldn't be more proud of them. So please, a big round of applause for our beginner orchestra. Melody playing the piano and now the violin. That was Winding River from a really incredible video game, Genshin Impact. And I remember in the our event for the Chinese New Year's, I brought my erhu. It's an original Chinese instrument, the Chinese violin. And I was very curious what melodies there are for the erhu that are really interesting. And of course, this was top #1 in Google search, or I think it was ChatGPT search, something like that. But anyways, Melody was gracious enough to play the accompaniment for us. Now, we've chosen, the next selection is from Wonka. And do you guys remember when, it was democratic, what do you guys want to perform for the spring concert? And they decided that, how come?
Oompa Loompa.
Why the song? Do you guys like it?
Yeah, it's a really good song.
Okay, okay. Well, I hope you enjoy. So cute. The last piece that the beginners will be performing actually features silence. So we had a big discussion. There is a fabulous pianist, my favorite conductor, Daniel Barenboim, originally from Argentina. He actually mentions in his book called The Sound of Silence, in which silence is an actual part of music, is integrated in music. Music starts from silence and it finishes in silence. And so many times we overlook this portion in the music. The next piece of music, Aftershock, it puts a lot of emphasis on silence. Aftershock talks a little bit about the earthquake and the aftermath of an earthquake, but it also features silence. So I hope you guys enjoy. This is Aftershock. I'm going to invite our students from Intermediate and Blue and Gold Orchestra to join me on stage, please. As you can see in your program, we have Anna's Minuet, Johann Sebastian Bach, such an amazing and actually quite famous melody that students play from early age. And this is a really nice arrangement for string orchestra on Anna's Minuet. Anna, one of Johann Sebastian Bach's wives. That's why he dedicated it to Anna Magdalena. Then, of course, we have Panorama Trail, and our concert is called Landscapes. And I thought so much about Intermediate and Blue and Gold that I decided to name it Landscapes, because Panorama Trail talks about what you can see in a beautiful trail. And it's very descriptive with rhythms, with colors. And right after Panorama Trail, we'll be playing Appalachian Suite, a really fabulous suite in 3 movements. And each movement has a meaning to it, and it's very descriptive at the same time. The first movement is at the foot of yonder mountain. That's the topic of landscapes as well. It's very beautiful, really serene, so I really hope you really lay back and enjoy. The second movement could be one of my favorite movements in the program, all the pretty little horses. And horses, you will think something really upbeat, but it's quite the opposite. It's serene, and where you get the action is the actual last movement, kind of like a folk fiddle song. So I hope you enjoy our portion of the program. This is Intermediate and Blue and Gold Orchestras. right, so much fun, so much fun. Uh, Please, now let's welcome our students from Honors Advanced Orchestra onto the stage, please. Thank you. We have been working in, could be one of the most challenging goals I set up for Honors Advanced, and that is to work on Bartok, none other than Bela Bartok, Romanian folk dances. And these dances are just amazing. Yes, yes, please, 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 welcome them, welcome them. What is wonderful about Bela Bartok is that he's one of the first ethnomusicologists ever existed. That means he went on his hometown country, Romania, in the outskirts of Transylvania, actually, and he gathered a bunch of melodies from his home country and brought it to the classical music stage in several movements. Now, each movement has its own character, its own poise. And again, it's one of the most challenging things we've been put together. But I'm so proud of the progress Honors Advanced have been doing. I couldn't be more proud of them. And without any further ado, we will go ahead and tune. And please enjoy. At this time, I would like to welcome our chamber players, please, on stage. Thank you so much. We have a real treat for you. We have a real treat for you today. Our chamber musicians are going to really surprise you, inspire you, and wanted you to change careers for whatever you're doing to play the violin. We're going to start with Edward Grieg, Norwegian composer. Of course, he's well known for his morning mood that we played last year with, I think, Intermediate and Blue and Gold. Well, now we're playing the famous Holberg Suite, the first movement. Very energetic, very appropriate for today. Then we will feature none other than one of our seniors, Vivian Chen, with Forest Elegy for cello and orchestra. Really sentimental, insightful elegy, which means remembrance. You remember events, memories, friendships with this tune. And of course, for a champion of French music. Right after, another senior will showcase her abilities with the Tchaikovsky Violin Concerto first movement, Leah Flynn. As you can tell, I'm a little bit sad of my seniors leaving this year. We have 8 seniors, and this is their final performance. Next year, we will have 12 seniors. So the orchestra program is going crazy and empty. So help me recruit students, please. But I'm just really proud of everything we have done with chamber orchestra. It's just unbelievable. And as I mentioned before, it was a dream come true to go to New York for them to experience the Big Apple and all the wonderful things that are going on in this city. At the same time, it's very important for me to do social work, you see. So we went to Lutheran Haven Retirement Home. Last year we went to the memory care. And this year we went twice. And why? Because it's the perfect place to showcase our concert before it happens here. So everything that has to go wrong, better go wrong there. They will still appreciate it, I promise you. And I've gotten numerous emails thanking us for going there, and they cannot wait to have us again next year. So with that said, please enjoy. We're gonna play those 3 pieces first, then we'll honor our seniors, and of course we'll have our last piece today. And I'll let you know more when the time comes. Let's tune Leah, please. So much fun, so inspirational, and they sound like professionals, don't they? All right. Leah Flynn, she has been our concert mistress since I got here of chamber, and she's leaving us, and she's going into music performance, which makes me really excited. She's going into violin performance, and she has gotten acceptance from numerous schools, including Boston Conservatory. I think it's Peabody. I think she applied to Peabody and Lee University in Boca Raton. So I wish her the best. And by the way, seniors, you have to come back, visit us, right? You'll come back someday? My first year, last year, I think it was within 2 weeks that I got the position here at Trinity. This student showed up from, correct me if I'm wrong, from Germany? And she attended Trinity. She was just coming back to hang out, and she ended up playing with us a few rehearsals, and I think one concert, I believe. So if you're around seniors, please help us. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tchaikovsky Violin Concerto, first movement, Leah Flynn on the violin. Please welcome her. All right. The moment arrived, the moment that we honor our seniors, students who have contributed to the orchestra program for many years. And I had the privilege, honor of teaching and making music together. So for this event, we actually we did some really interesting presentations, okay? So the screen is gonna come down now, and let's see who is our first senior. Let's see, who is our first senior to be honored? There you go. Who's presenting Vivian? Who's presenting Vivian? Go, go, go. Careful with the bass. Can you please move the bass? Move the bass because people are listening.
Hello? Okay. So, hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about Vivian, sitting right up there in the front, principal cello. So, to start off, as we all know, Vivian is a great cello player. Just want to brag a little bit. So, everyone heard her solo today, and I'm sure we all agree she's very good at cello. She's an all-state, and she is also principal cello of 3 orchestras. And to be honest, before we became friends, I knew her like just as the girl in my orchestra who was just super good at cello. And even after 2 years in the same orchestra class as her, I still feel the same way. She's still great, and I'm still super impressed every time I hear her. And now after that little tangent about Vivian's skills, I want to talk a little bit more about how we became friends. So last October, our orchestra went on a trip to New York, and on the plane, our seats were next to each other, and I think this somewhat coincidence is how we became friends. And since then, I've spent a lot of time with Vivian, and I've gotten to know her pretty well, and she is like super fun, super kind, and a really hardworking person. Throughout the year, we've shared many moments like playing games together, going shopping, and talking about a lot of different things. And next year, Vivian is going to be going to Emory for college, and I'm super sad that I'm not going to be able to see her more often, but I'm really excited for what she's going to do in the future. And finally, to Vivian, hope you visit often and keep playing the word hunts that I send you. Okay, gonna miss you, Vivian.
Come on, guys, come on. All right, I'm curious, who's next? Leah. Bravo. You can clap, guys, you can clap. Leah, I didn't know you held the violin backwards too. Wow, what a skill.
Hi, my name is Kayla, and I have the honor of talking about Leah today. So when I first joined this orchestra, I was in 6th grade, but I was in the one below, and it took a lot of courage to audition for chamber because I was so nervous about how many good people are in there, and I decided to go to class, obviously. And one person that really stood out to me was Leah. She was always on the quiet side, but her music spoke for her. It was very powerful. And to this day, I'm inspired by her to do better and keep trying my best. Sorry.
Bravo, Kyla. Bravo.
After the last piece, you can really see how amazing she is, and I always find myself whispering to my stand partner how amazing she is, how good she is. She deserves every single spotlight she gets. Both her and her music are amazing, and I'm so sad to see her leave. This year's when we became closer because our second piece, you saw that she left the stage, but when we were rehearsing, she was my stand partner, which is crazy. Like, Leah is my stand partner. Like what? What? Like, that's crazy. Like, she's so good. And I felt a lot of pressure to play really well in front of her, but she was literally the sweetest person ever, made me feel so comfortable, and that made me a lot more confident around her, like easier to talk to her. And after I got to know her better, I can see how amazing she is. I didn't see back then. Obviously she's amazing, but getting to know her, she's so sweet, and I'm so happy that she is pursuing music. I'm so proud of her. Go rock the music world. I love you. Never stop playing. Thank you.
Special gift. Congratulations. All right. Kylie. Kylie.
Hello, everyone. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us as we appreciate our seniors. I'd like to take a moment to recognize someone incredibly special in our orchestra, Kylie. Kylie has been a part of the orchestra since day one, starting out as a string player in the Blue and Gold Orchestra, all the way to her final year in chamber orchestra. But for me, she's been a true day one, from the moment I first arrived to Trinity Prep. We met during our first week of school in environmental science, and I just knew I had to be friends with her. Kylie is one of the sweetest and most genuine people that I've ever met, and I've loved getting to spend time with her. Whether it was walking through the halls, hanging out in the library, or even sitting outside in the scorching sun during lunch, I've cherished every moment. Your constant motivation and support are what every friend needs, and I truly admire your strong work ethic and your ability to always meet deadlines. Please teach me your ways. Kylie, thank you so much for showing me what a true friend looks like. Someone who's kind, caring, and brings light to every room just by being there. I have no doubt that your future will be as bright as your smile. Congratulations on your commitment to Elon, and wherever life takes you, never stop being an amazing person that you are.
Kylie, come here. Kylie, a little gift for you. Of course, I'm proud of you. Congratulations. Moving on.
Hello, everyone. I've been here for the past 3 years. I've made many senior friends over these past years, but none of them have I ever had a deeper connection than these selected people. And I feel grateful that I have had the chance to get to know some amazing individuals that I call true friends. We have spent countless hours talking about everything and anything, and it's honestly been such a pleasure. Today, I'd like to let everyone know who these amazing friends are and that I wish them all that they wish to achieve in their future. Gabe, Lauren, and Maddie, this is for you. Lauren, you have been the most cheerful, kind, calm, understanding, and caring person, and I'm so glad that I was able to meet you in class. I honestly think our friendship strengthened during our New York trip at the start of the year. Spending time with you was such a blast, from our late-night Instagram scrolling sessions to walking down the streets of Manhattan. I really felt like our friendship just clicked together. Next slide, please.
Let's move to the next slide now. Gabe.
Manhattan was also where I was able to meet Gabe for the first time as we were rooming together. You were honestly the best roommate I could have asked for. You were energetic, caring, authentic, compassionate, and generous. And I loved our time together, whether it was our constant pillow fights or us rushing down to the lobby because we both overslept. I really think we got each other from the get-go. Next slide, please. Another person that I also met here, and it was through my strengthened friendship with Lauren that I was able to meet Maddie. You have honestly been the best. From our yap sessions in your car to just studying in the study hall room, I honestly feel that yap sesh in your car really created our bond of friendship. You are such a generous, charismatic, authentic, bright, and affable person, and I am so glad that we met each other. Otherwise, studying would be so boring without you. I wish Lauren the best of luck at RPI. I wish Gabe the best at whatever he chooses for his college, and I wish Maddie the best of luck at Auburn. Once again, I wish you all the best in college, and I hope you come visit Trinity as well, as I'll try to come visit you all. I'm going to miss you all so much, and while I'm sad to see you go, I'm sure you guys will be the absolute best at what you'll do in the future. Thank you.
Good, Lauren. Flower. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Oh, thank you. Ah, perfect. Good job, Sina. Good job. That's the way to do it. Congratulations, Maddie. Congratulations. And Maddie, where are you? Bravo, Maddie.
Thank you.
So much. Proud of you. All right, moving on.
Hi, my name is Ali, and today I'll be talking about Kevin. From the first time I met Kevin in 7th grade in TCO, I remember how obnoxious he was in class and how he was picked on by all the cool seniors. In hindsight, now that he's a senior, I finally really realized how truly and completely uncool he is. We've played in a chamber music group together twice and have been stand partners in Orchestra and FSYO. If it's 7th period, there are 3 places he could logically be. At a doctor's appointment, in a class scrolling Instagram or playing block puzzle, not to be confused with block blast, or taking 20-minute bathroom breaks. I have to say though, for what he lacks in punctuality, he makes up in quiet dedication. Whenever I want music recommendations, need to rant, or just want to have someone to get through those arduous FSWAL sessions with, he's always willing. Although I would never admit this to him in person, his ego would only get bigger, I'll make an exception for tonight. All jokes aside, Kevin is someone I legitimately respect and admire. He's one of the smartest people I know, and the fact that he's going to Columbia next year is proof of how hard he works. The trait I admire most about him deep down is his authenticity. He doesn't care what other people think about him, even if it means reading webtoons in class. I also appreciate the times where he drives me to youth orchestra concerts when my parents couldn't. Thank you for the chaos memories and everything you've done for me and the orchestra program. We'll miss you, and I know you do great things in the future. Thank you.
Kevin, are you texting in orchestra class? Here, Kevin. Congratulations. Congratulations. Next one. Nicolas.
Okay, so I want to clarify, he's not a part of the Jackson 5, even though he has that hair. I just making that clear. All right, let me pull that. Okay, so before I start, I just want to say Nick is a great guy. He's a very great athlete. You know, he's amazing at lacrosse, varsity lacrosse, obviously. So I just want to point that out. All right. Nick is a very unique human being. He's probably one of the most intellectual people I know. However, he does have a very good sense of humor. Almost every time Dr. C says a really corny joke about his past experiences, Nick always looks back and makes sure that I understand how corny it is. Nick has
Wait,
always...
who's that teacher? Are you talking about me?
Yeah. Nick has always been a role model for me and possibly others in the orchestra. He always demonstrates his knowledge of classical music by almost boasting when Dr. C asks about a composer or a piece of music. It has been a very wonderful time getting to know him and seeing him excel at what he does. I congratulate you for getting into the University of Chicago and wish you an awesome time in college. I hope you can eventually visit and we can have, I don't know, conversations, I guess. Thank you.
Congratulations. Corny jokes. I want to welcome someone very special to the stage, and we have created a little bit of a tradition. Colette Baum, who is a fantastic singer, will be joining us in a very special song. And I want parents to just stay in your seats, enjoy this last piece of music. It's called Time to Say Goodbye, or Con te partirò. It's a very special, moving song, and this is dedicated to especially you parents who have supported our students through all these years. And now that the kids are going, strength, and be there for them for sure. Welcome.
I sit and dream, and when I dream, the words are missing. Yes, I know that in a room so full of light, that all the light is missing. But I don't see you with me. Close up the windows, bring the sun to my room through the door you've opened close. Inside of me, the light you see that you meant in the darkness. Time to say goodbye. Horizons are never far. Without true light of my own, with you I will go on ships overseas that I now know never don't exist anymore. It's time to say goodbye. Quando sei lontana sogno l'orizzonte, mancan le parole. E io solo so che sei con me, con me. Tu mia luna, tu sei qui con me. Mio sole, tu sei qui con me, con me, con me, con me. Con te partirò. Partirò.
Please join us for a fabulous reception. I cannot wait to see you there. And thank you so much for your support. Have a good night. Wait.
Before y'all all head out, we just all kind of, the orchestra and the patrons of the arts, wanted to thank Dr. C for all the work that he puts in for us. You know, he's up early in the morning getting things set up for our field trips, and, you know, his passion for music and for, you know, all of this really kind of shows through, and I'm sure y'all can tell, and I think that's really impacted us. You can see a lot of improvement in our group, in those beginning groups, and really his passion is what brings us through. So we all want to thank Dr. C, and just give him a